Hi, and welcome back to the channel. It's been exactly 1 year since we first featured Ragnarok Abyss on the channel. Back then, we only had early previews and concept trailers to look at. Fast forward to today, Ragnarok Abyss, the cross-platform open-world action RPG published by Gravity Game Tech, has finally announced the schedule for its closed beta test. The CBT will run from December 10th to December 18th, 2025, and players are now invited to pre-register to secure special rewards and early access. In this video, we'll also give you a closer look at the new costumes and refining system, the augmentation system that boosts your character's stats, explore the user interface and in-game stats, and dive into job skills, daily quests and dungeons, and how AFK system works. Everything you need to know to get started in Ragnarok Abyss. So if you're excited to explore their seamless open world and experience the next evolution of the Ragnarok franchise, now's the perfect time to get ready. Need to farm 24/7 but your device overheat? Want a multi-client a healer for your main character but only have one phone? Or maybe your phone is too laggy to even play. I've got great news. Introducing UG Phone. Run your games 24/7 simply by logging in to the UG Phone app. Once logged in, you can close your phone to save battery. UG Phone handles all the heavy lifting, so you can play any game without worrying about your phone's capabilities. The game run on their servers, not your device. Use my referral link and invitation code for extra 40 hours of device usage. The developers have stated that Ragnarok Abyss is the first truly open-world game in the Ragnarok franchise, meaning there won't be any instances or loading screens. If this info is correct, players will be able to explore one massive, seamless map that stretches from north to south and east to west. No portals, no interruptions, just continuous travel. You'll be able to explore an expansive world where the environment truly comes alive. Weather changes and a real-time day-night cycle will shape your adventure, from pouring rain and drifting snow to sandstorms and crackling thunderstorms. Every element can impact your journey. Plus, you can personalize your character with a wide range of hairstyles, skin tones, an enhanced dye system, and other customization options, letting you make your hero completely your own. Speaking of costumes, let's dig into that a little more. In MMORPGs, cosmetics play a huge role. As someone who's been playing these games for a long time, I can say they're one of the things players really pay attention to, especially when the grind starts to feel heavy. Costumes aren't just for looks either. They provide stats, and depending on what your build needs, you'll want specific pieces to match your setup. You'll also notice in the video that each costume has its own rating, which seems to contribute to the game's combat power system. And the best part? You can tweak every detail of your outfit to make it truly your own. That level of customization is a really nice touch. Now, checking out the market, you'll notice there are 3 types of in-game currency in the upper right corner. The silver coins are likely your basic currency, something you get from farming monsters and collecting your daily rewards. The gold coins probably come from special dungeons or certain quests. And then you have the diamonds, which are the premium currency you can only acquire through top-ups. Each section in the market has its own dedicated tab based on which currency it uses. You'll also see the metal shop and gameplay shop, where you can spend reward tokens earned from activities like guild wars or MVP hunts. These kinds of systems are pretty standard across most MMORPGs. Then let's move on to the refining system. As you can see, even at +5 on a staff, the success rate drops to 55%, which means it can fail or even break. The chances change at every refine level, and naturally, the higher you go, the bigger the risk. The good news is they're introducing protection stones and blessing stones. These seem to prevent your gear from breaking and also boost your success rate, which is a huge help once you start pushing higher refinements. You'll also notice the enchantment system, another feature that lets you increase your damage and overall rating. What I really like here is how they combined all equipment-related systems into one menu. Refinement, card insertion, smelting, enchantment, and even what looks like refinement transfer. They're all neatly placed under the equipment section. This is a big quality of life win. In a lot of other games, you're forced to hop between different menus just to do things that are all related to gear. Insert cards in one tab, refine somewhere else, transfer in a totally different place. It gets messy and honestly ruins the flow. Here, everything is grouped logically, which makes the interface feel organized and actually pleasant to use. A clean UI really does affect a player's mood, whether they notice it or not. Now, let's talk about the job skills menu. Compared to the equipment section, which we praised earlier for its layout, the skills menu feels like it wastes a lot of space, and personally, I find it a bit confusing that you can't view all the skills of a class in one window. It gets tricky because sometimes you can't remember whether you've already added points to Storm Gust or to another skill, or how many points you still need to put into Thunderstorm since it's not seen on the screen at the same time. You end up scrolling multiple times just to check. It's always better when all skills are mapped out clearly on one screen, so you instantly know what needs upgrading. A good example of this is Ragnarok M, Eternal Love, or Ragnarok M, Classic, where each class has all its skills displayed in one structured view. Again, this is just personal preference. If this layout works for you, that's fine. But I noticed the icons are huge, and so are the gaps between them. They could have made the fonts bigger instead, since the text description is the part we actually need. Most of us won't memorize icons well enough to instantly know which one is Fireball or Storm Gust. Let's hope it's readable once we play it on mobile. I do understand that font size can be tricky because these menus are often originally designed for Chinese or Thai characters. When translated to English, the text becomes longer and takes up more space. Still, there's a lot of unused room here, and I feel like this section could be improved. Next is the mount system. With how large the world is, mounts are absolutely essential for getting around efficiently. Each mount also comes with its own movement speed bonus. Some offer a 20% increase, while others go up to 30%. The mount details also show how many riders it can carry, which is a nice touch. There's also a menu for pets, but we only have limited footage for now, so we'll have to wait for more information. The chat layout is very well organized, with all chat-related tabs neatly positioned in the left corner. It's easy to navigate and intuitive to use. I also like that a preview of the world is displayed on the right side. This is especially helpful during combat. Being able to see what's happening while chatting helps you stay aware and prevents your character from dying, particularly when leveling up. Next is the AFK leveling feature. It includes recommended farming locations and even lets you save your favorite spots for quick access. You can also adjust your farming range, which is useful for classes with different attack distances, like hunters or wizards. There's an option to make your character stay in place while farming as well, preventing them from kiting too many mobs, a handy setting for squishier classes. Next is the Kingdom Codex. This window neatly groups all the game's daily quests and events in one place. At the bottom, you can see the rewards you'll earn each time you hit certain milestones, which makes tracking your progress much easier. There are also different types of events here. For example, the Dimensional Rift, which appears to be a daily activity that you can run twice a day. Some events are tagged as weekly, so they likely reset once a week. With so many dungeons and tasks refreshing daily, it's a good idea to plan your routine ahead. There's also a tab called Limited Time Events. Based on what I've seen, this section focuses on PvP activities, such as Duel Arena, Glory Arena, and Guild League. Next is the Rating Increase Guide, which shows you which departments you can still focus on to raise your ratings. This is especially helpful when you're at the final stages of min-maxing your character. It's easy to lose track of what to prioritize, so having a clear guide like this makes it much easier to optimize your build. Next is the character profile. It's pretty straightforward. You can see your HP, SP, experience progress, and basic stats. What really stands out here is the vigor meter. I'm still not entirely sure which activities it affects. It might work like the limited daily experience system in other Ragnarok games, where it tracks how much combat you can do each day. It could also be tied to life skills, with each activity consuming a portion of your vigor, similar to how it works in Ragnarok X. Another possibility is that it boosts your reward gains. I guess we'll find out once the game officially launches. Moving on to the stats menu, here's where you'll find the game's detailed stat allocation system. I noticed something interesting. This class is clearly a mage, yet the only penetration stat shown is Ignore Physical Defense. There's no Ignore Magic Defense anywhere. This could mean the game follows a different stat system compared to other Ragnarok titles that use magic penetration, or it's possible that these are special bonus stats coming from costumes or gear. Hopefully, that's not the case, but we'll know for sure once more information becomes available. And there you have it, the first open-world Ragnarok title we'll get to try before 2025 wraps up. If you're interested in joining the test, I'll leave all the links in the description, along with a short tutorial at the end of this video, so you can avoid common errors during the registration process. This game takes a more mature approach compared to the usual Ragnarok entries we're used to. It mixes fast-paced action RPG combat, basically a hack-and-slash system, with an open-world design similar to titles like Genshin Impact. Everything happens in real time, so you can expect countless hours of immersive exploration across a massive world. If you enjoyed the video and, like me, are excited for the game's launch, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss future updates. Until next time, stay safe and happy leveling.